rather popular banned Osu player, is getting called out on Twitter for something rather suspicious that he is doing. Ninerik has finally reached the rank 2 position in Osu, and many more news topics that we're going to talk about in today's episode of Osu News. Before we do get started though, if you want to help me out in my journey to become the most subscribed Osu News channel on YouTube, then consider hitting that sub button, it would really be appreciated. A rather popular player that at the start of the year has been banned for cheating is the player from the UK by the name of Spare. He used to be very popular back in 2020 and 2021, back when there was a controversy of whether or not he was cheating, specifically using aim assist, and in 2025 we found out that he actually did cheat back then, in which in 2025 he did get restricted for that. And ever since then it seemed that Spare has naturally parted ways with the Osu community, but it seems like that isn't really the case. An upcoming content creator in the Osu scene by the name of Peppercrab has noticed something weird on Fiverr, in which he made a tweet about it stating this: why is this guy still advertising himself as a rank 25 global when he's known to have cheated there? People are still paying for this, by the way. Showing a screenshot that on the platform by the name of Fiverr, Spare still has offerings for coaching and advertises himself as a rank 25 player. Now, when asked if this Fiverr account is still active, Peppercrab answered that it still is active, and you can see on the image itself that there's still one order in queue. So there are still people ordering coaching from Spare himself, and the orders can go from €36 at minimum for a 30-minute session call, all the way to €135 or even more if you want to pay. Now, Monstrata, who is a mapper and also is a known lawyer in the Osu community, yes, that is an actual profession of his, by the way, if you were wondering, he said that this is a fraud to some degree and that people should try reporting this to Fiverr themselves. Loads of people were completely against this. Like, for example, the popular top player by the name of Henry said this about the situation: $40 for a 30-minute session with one of arguably the most unestablished players is crazy. Maybe he can teach me how to inject aim assist into my tablet drivers. And again, loads of other people were against this. Now, there were still some people defending Spare, like for example this person by the name of the Priv said this: even if he cheated, his gaming IQ is higher than yours. In which Peppercrab responded with, I don't give a flip how good he is, people are giving him money under false pretenses. All I'm gonna say is that there's a term for lying to people for money. Now, a few days later, Peppercrab posted this, that he did indeed report it, but that Fiverr didn't take action because it quote unquote does not violate Fiverr's terms of service. Now, in terms of Spare responding, he hasn't made any response regarding to this, but on top of that, he doesn't really use any other social media other than YouTube itself and Twitch. So if there's ever a response from Spare regarding this, I will let you know. But how do you personally feel about this entire situation regarding Spare and his Fiverr? Do you think that it is false advertising and you can say that it's even scamming? Or do you think that what Spare is doing at the moment is completely fair? Do let me know your opinions down in the comment section below. And let's move on to some positive news, and to say the least, we have a bunch of packages filled with loads of good news. So we all know the legendary grandpa in the Osu community by the name of Rafis, who is supposed to turn 27 years old later this year, the ex-1 player in Osu, former OWC champion, and loads of achievements in this game. Out of nowhere, on July 14th of 2025, he posted something really interesting on Twitter, to say the least, and it's the fact that he is officially engaged with his girlfriend. Rafis posted a picture stating she said yes, and showing a picture of his girlfriend's hand with a ring. And this post absolutely blew up on Twitter. It gathered around 7.7k likes with 161,000 views on the post itself, with loads of people congratulating them on this in the replies of the post. But something that is really interesting is the fact that Rafis wasn't the only legendary Osu player that got engaged that day. The really popular Russian player and ex-top 20 player by the name of Talala also got engaged on that same day. He posted an announcement in a group chat that looks like to be from Telegram. The Russian players that watch my videos can confirm down in the comment section below. If you want to read the translation, then I'll show you this screenshot right here. Pause the video and read it for yourself. But the main points are that he is engaged and that he is not planning to do a wedding for this. As for Rafis and whether or not he will do a wedding or not, Memli, or should I say his fiance, stated that they're currently not married, but you will know when they do. So yeah, do let me know your thoughts on this. Two legendary players players getting married. Massive congratulations to them, and hope they have an amazing life together. A message from the Osu News team, aka literally just me myself. But let's move on to some other news, which is the one and only Ninerik, who has been on an absolute pop-off and has managed to get the rank 2 position on the Osu global leaderboards. He managed to set loads of scores that week, but I'm going to cover some of them because there's just way too many. So let's start off with the fact that he managed to set 3 1.6k PP plays that week. A 2 miss run on sidetrack day short version, specifically Dynamo's difficulty on it, with 97.12% accuracy and getting 1616 PP off of that map. The first 3-month FC on the top difficulty of green greens. He managed to get an FC with 98.48% accuracy, and the play is worth 1669 PP, and of course managed to get the #1 spot on the leaderboards. And his new top play that he managed to get with hidden DT on sidetrack day, this is a 7-star with DT by the way. He managed to get a 1 miss run with 98.48% accuracy, and the play is worth 1686 PP. With all these plays, he managed to secure the #2 spot, passing Evoxa on the leaderboards. But something absolutely ridiculous that he managed to do is the fact that he set the tournament PP record. What he managed to do is actually set a 1201 PP play during a tournament on the map by the name of Look at Me So Tenderly. This is a gore sheet song that he actually played with hidden DT, in which he managed to get a 1 miss run with 97.93% accuracy, and the comparison between his score compared to the other people that participated in this match is absolutely insane. Just look at this. But yeah, that is the absolute peak of a week that Ninerik had. What do you personally feel about this? Let me know down in the comment section. But let's move on to some other really important news that happened that week. Tactec is the first player to SS all 2007 maps, with Toromivana reaching 26,000 PP. Every single 1-digit player now has over 26,000 PP on their profile. An interesting tiebreaker original has been revealed for the Catch World Cup of 2025. I'll leave a link in the description to check out for yourself. A new Heat Abnormal map is ranked now. All laser mods are now added to the Beatmap website, where you can check the leaderboards for them. Goodbye Moonman is now up for Project Loved voting. Miss Magius has finished a new Renard Marathon map, which he describes as because maybe part -1 if you want to. Happy late birthday from me to mrekk, he turned 19 this week. Registrations for Osumania 4Key World Cup 2025 are now open, and the biggest news of them all is the fact that Osu now has 1000 original tracks and over 8500 tracks overall in the featured artist library. By the way, by the time this video is up, I will be live on Spaza's channel together with him, of course. So if you want us to guess your rank based off of your replay, then be sure to click the pinned link in the comment section below. If you haven't watched my previous video related to the Toromivana situation, if you want to know what is happening with him currently, then make sure that you click the video that is on screen right now. I would really suggest that you watch this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.